Hello YouTube, I'm Tim and welcome to my DVD and Blu-ray update for July, and it's July 1st, and yesterday, Saturday, I had a birthday and I turned 41 years old. Hopefully I still look good for 41. Don't know if this camera follows my voice where it'll make it zoom in. Let's see if you can. It'll zoom in a little bit. I don't think you can. Yeah, even though this camera is a 720p HD webcam, this new camera I bought with some birthday money, I don't know even though it's sharper images, I don't think you can see any of my gray hairs, except for my beard hair. So, I turned 41 yesterday, and then today I celebrated with family, went out to lunch, so that was fun. And one of my brothers gave me a gift card for Target, so I looked online, found a webcam I liked, and was able to reserve it in store. They had two left in stock, and I could have one of them saved for me in store. I paid with the gift card online. Here we go again. It's zooming in, follows my voice. It's a really interesting camera. It just follows my voice. It'll zoom in. I bought a new webcam, and then I had some of my own money plus some birthday money from other family members, so I'll show off my other birthday gifts, and then I'll have my regular update, so but Icon CD Cat Stevens, so it's like Cat Stevens' greatest hits. It's only $5 at Target. Okay. Yeah, this camera just loves to zoom in. Yeah, this is gonna take some getting used to. Yeah, this is a really funky camera. First, adjust the zoom control. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of annoying. Okay, there we go. Now I can do this manually. I can zoom in, and I can zoom out. So, okay, there we go. And then I got a Beatles CD, but it's more than just a CD. It was $20. It's a CD DVD combo pack, so it's got 27 of the Beatles songs on a CD, and then there's a widescreen DVD on here. So I'm assuming maybe there's some Beatles music videos on the DVD. But it's all the same tracks on both the CD and the DVD. Yeah, it's got all different Beatles songs. Well, it doesn't have Michelle on here. That's one Beatles song you don't hear every day. It's got Let It Be, The Long Winding Road, Come Together, She Loves You, I Want to Hold Your Hand, and Can't Buy Me Love. Hard Day's Night, Help, Yesterday, Let It Be. So all the really best of Beatles songs. And then I almost bought a DVD Blu-ray combo pack of the original Star Wars trilogy that they wanted like $60-some for, and all you would get besides the movies was just audio commentary. This is the only best bonus features, and maybe some on-camera interviews. But I think it was just 2 different audio commentary tracks. I think it was an audio commentary track with the film, with George Lucas and the film crew, and then another one with the cast and filmmakers. But for $26.99, they had a DVD box set of the complete collection of Mike Judge's Beavis and Butthead, the MTV cartoon, and this has it all. It's got the TV episodes and the movie Beavis and Butthead Do America, and then we get music videos. Well, it looks like it's the best of Beavis and Butthead. Their finest episodes in the full-length film Beavis and Butthead Do America. And the slipcover comes off, but some of these discs were already loose in here. And it looks like this is from Paramount Pictures, so it's Paramount. So I guess Viacom, which is Paramount, owns MTV. And that's why I think they bought out VH1 and they made VH1 Classic MTV Classic. So that's what happened. And so those are some of the things I bought with my birthday money, besides the webcam I'm using. But way over here, we've got, let's move the webcam. Hello. And yeah, I ordered some movies on DVD and Blu-ray from Amazon Prime with my own money. So those are going to be next. So it's time for part 1 of my DVD and Blu-ray update now. That was just birthday part of this update video. Just my birthday gift portion. So now we get into the actual DVD and Blu-ray update. Part 1 for July, because I got more coming in the mail on Tuesday. And then hopefully, maybe in the next week or so, I'll get a package from Ronin Flix. I've got one package coming from Ronin Flix, and hopefully by this sometime around the 17th, Massacre Videos DVD Blu-ray combo pack of the 70s drive-in horror flick Enter the Devil will be out, which I pre-ordered from Grindhouse Video Tampa. But this is all stuff I ordered off of Amazon Prime. So here we go with the first package. And let's see what we got here. Package number 1 is a Criterion Collection DVD Special Edition of Monty Hellman film Two-Lane Blacktop. It's 2-disc DVD Special Edition. And this movie stars singer-songwriter James Taylor and the Beach Boys, Dennis Wilson, and it says in their only acting roles, accompanied by tag-along girl Laurie Bird, and it also stars Warren Oates. It's newly restored high-definition digital transfer supervised by director Monty Hellman, and he's directed some movies for Roger Corman, like The Cockfighter, and what else did he direct besides Cockfighter? which is also called Born to Kill. He directed 1959 creature feature movie The Beast from the Haunted Cave. He supervised a new restored high-definition digital transfer, and then get alternate 5.1 surround soundtrack supervised by Hellman, then 2 audio commentaries, one by Hellman and another by filmmaker Allison Anders, and one by screenwriter Rudy Wurlitzer and author David N. Meyer. The new interviews with Hellman, star James Taylor, musician Chris Christopherson, producer Michael Laughlin, and production manager Walter Koblenz, and then rare screen test outtakes, and then performance and image, a look at the restoration of a 55 Chevy used in the movie and the film's locations in 2007, and then Color Me Gone, a collection of photos and publicity material from the film, and then you get the trailer, and then you get an essay by critic Kent Jones, and it's movies from 1971, 103 minutes, color mono-oral audio, I guess that's what it is. It's region 1 locked, and it's 2.35 widescreen, and it should be enhanced. And it's got subtitles in English for the deaf and hard of hearing. So, 2-lane blacktop, the 2 DVD special edition from Criterion Collection. And then I got Severin's DVD edition of Blackenstein, The Black Frankenstein. It looks like this has 2 different versions of the movie on here. You get the theatrical version of the movie, which runs 78 minutes, then a video release version, which runs 87 minutes, then Monster Kid interview with writer-producer Frank R. Saletree's sister June Kirk, archive news broadcast on the murder of writer-producer Frank R. Saletree. Ooh. So this film's writer and producer got killed. Producers, directors, actors Ken Osborne and Robert Dix. Remember writer-producer Frank R. Saletree. Then, let's see, what does that say? Bill Munns created Blackenstein. Interview with creature designer Bill Munns. Then the theatrical trailer. And this runs 87 minutes, and it says it's not rated, but this probably would have been rated R because there's sex and nudity in this. It mentions Exxon Pictures and Vinegar Syndrome, so I don't know if Vinegar Syndrome either bought out Exxon Pictures or if they just licensed the Exxon Pictures film catalog. So I think Vinegar Syndrome did a new master of this, and they let Severin put it out. Because I guess this was more Severin release than a Vinegar Syndrome release, since Vinegar Syndrome does put out horror besides doing porn films. They seem to specialize a lot in old adult movies. I guess they felt that this was more in line with Severin than it would be with what they do, or it's just something they just didn't care for and decided to have Severin put it out. But it's from 1973, 87 minutes, and I believe the video release version, I believe they didn't have some film elements for some scenes, so they had to restore some scenes in standard def using videotape. But I might as well read the rest of the back. Not just a horror picture, not just blaxploitation, something greasier. BleedingSkull.com. two versions of the most notorious blaxploitation shocker of them all, and the most insane backstory ever. You may have heard this infamous blaxploitation horror hybrid, but the real story is even more bizarre. In 1973, criminal lawyer turned wannabe monster movie mogul Frank R. Saletree wrote and produced this grindhouse hit about a black soldier mortally wounded in Vietnam, transformed into a rampaging monster by an LA mad scientist. Almost a decade later, Saletree himself would be murdered gangland style in a crime that remains debated and unsolved to this day. John Hart, TV's The Lone Ranger, 40s Hollywood starlet Andrea King, the Beast with 5 fingers, and even former Mob Mall stripper Liz Renee, Desperate Living, star in this job dropper, directed by William H. Levy. The Happy Hooker Goes to Washington. Now restored with all new special features that spotlight the entire Twisted saga. An amazing film, Mr. Skin. And there is a Blu-ray, but I have more fun either just getting a DVD because my computer will play DVDs, but I only have one Blu-ray player in my living room, and everywhere else, including the computer, for DVD only, so I can do screen caps from DVDs, which is lead me a little bit into the next disc set from this first package. It's Vinegar Syndrome title. It's another horror movie, and okay, this is annoying. The discs are loose, and that's probably why Code Red will not do these whatchamacallit, combo packs, because the discs always come loose. People always bitch about discs being loose, so Vinegar Syndrome, I guess they just don't care if a disc comes loose. They try to, of course, if it's a copy they sell through their website, they're probably going to pack it up really well. The discs won't come loose, but this is buying through Amazon, so having to deal with the way Amazon packs stuff from their warehouse. But now, this film put out first by Code Red on DVD, which I think was from videotape, but now Vinegar Syndrome found actual film elements. The 35mm camera negative, but some bits they had to restore from tape. But it's mainly film elements, so this was one of actor Joe Spinell's final films before he died. So this was out on DVD before, but it was missing a little bit of footage, so this has got all the footage. It's newly restored from original 35mm original camera negative, and on Blu-ray for the first time, but it's DVD and Blu-ray. So also included are never-before-seen outtakes, production still gallery, brand new interview and commentary with writer, actor, director William Kennedy, who tells the story of this unjustly forgotten slice of late 80s horror. It's from 1988, 88 minutes color, 1.85 widescreen, English mono audio and HD audio, and English subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing, and it's the Blu-rays region A, B, C. I'm assuming the DVD's all region. This cover artwork reverses, and the film's directed by William Kennedy, Steve Bono, Frank A.V. Anka, and then Richard E. Brooks, starring Joe Spinell, Rebecca Yarren, Patrick Askin, Susan Batchley, and William Kennedy. It doesn't look like it's rated, but this has to be at least R-rated stuff. But for years, Roscoe Joe Spinell has been the town undertaker. However, inside his funeral home, he's been amassing a bloody collection of human souvenirs, which he uses in unspeakable acts of violence and perversion. When some townspeople begin to disappear under strange circumstances, Roscoe's nephew starts to grow suspicious of the goings-on at his uncle's funeral parlor. As he gets closer to the truth, he inadvertently begins putting the lives of those around him at risk as well as his own. So this is a retail version. There was another version that had like a red coffin slipcase that was just looked something like construction paper with just a hole cut in it where it was just a hole that was coffin shaped. Didn't look, other than that, really wasn't much of anything special, I don't think. But this cover artwork reverses. I'm not too thrilled that this is the second time I've ordered Vinegar Syndrome title from Amazon Prime. I get a good price on it, and the discs are loose. So I'm assuming that, yeah, it looks like maybe the case is cracked again. It seems like these cases get cracked. Even in shrink wrap, they don't pack them that well. But we are at 22 minutes, so that was all package one of my Amazon Prime buys. I've got some more Amazon stuff coming this week, but let's get through the rest of my packages that I got today. Here's one. I think this is just one disc in here. Oh, it says to tear this. And maybe I'm supposed to tear it there. Yeah. And it's a DVD edition of the Canadian animated cult classic Heavy Metal. I've got a Blu-ray, but I just had to have the DVD to go along with it. And I'm hoping this is... yeah, it looks like it's enhanced for widescreen TVs. This is rated R. It's very R-rated, and it's region 1 locked. A universe of mystery, a universe of magic, a universe of awesome, good, and terrifying evil. Special features. Digitally remastered audio and anamorphic video, so it should be enhanced for widescreen HD TVs. Documentary imagining heavy metal deleted scenes. Feature-length rough cut with optional commentary. Production photo gallery, heavy metal magazine cover gallery. And then pencil portfolio with animation, single and layered cell portfolios, conceptual art gallery, production notes, Carl Mansink reading his book Heavy Metal the Movie, then audio's English 2 channel, Dolby Surround and English 5.1, Dolby Digital, subtitles English, Spanish, and Portuguese. This is from Columbia Pictures, which is now part of Sony. This dual-layer disc combines a widescreen version, which is presented in the original theatrical aspect ratio of approximately 1.85. It says it's from this DVD came out in 1999. So based on the fantastical illustrated magazine Heavy Metal, producer Ivan Reitman enlists the world's greatest comic book artist to create the otherworldly tale of a glowing green orb from outer space that spreads destruction throughout the galaxy. Only when encountered by its one true enemy, to whom it is inexplicably drawn, will goodness prevail throughout the universe. Lavishly drawn, the vignettes of the orb's dark victories include the character voices of John Candy and Harold Ramis, plus a pounding soundtrack by Black Sabbath, Blue Oyster Cult, Cheap Trick, Devo, Donald Fagen, Don Felder, Grand Funk Railroad, Sammy Hagar, Journey, Nazareth, Stevie Nicks, Riggs, and Trust. Highly imaginative and full of surprising special effects, Heavy Metal set the standard for alternative contemporary animation, an intoxicating experience not to be missed. It's approximately 90 minutes, rated R. Came out in theaters in 1981, and then for the longest time, it wasn't on home video, and then it got released, I believe, to VHS tape and Laserdisc in the late 90s, and then there was the DVD, and now there's a Blu-ray as well. I believe the Blu-ray has all the same stuff as the DVD. I just had to have a DVD copy as well. So, that was in package number 2. Package number 3 from Amazon. Rearrange my face. Okay, maybe I can tear this apart. Yeah. So the next one's a Code Red DVD. There's a Blu-ray available, but I always tend to go for the DVD first, unless, like with Scream Factory Era or Vinegar Syndrome, and even Indicator, we'll do the combo packs, and I think sometimes the major studios will do combo packs, but got the DVD of like a Mondo-style documentary, Being Different, the true story of a modern-day Elephant Man and Other Human Oddities. It's narrated by Christopher Plummer. Now it's one that Code Red has distributed via Kino Lorber, so that's why it's on Amazon Prime. Special features, brand new 2016 HD master from the original Vault Elements, on-camera interview with producer Robert Klein, and the original trailer. It's 100 minutes, English, color, anamorphic widescreen 1.66, region 0, not rated, copyright 1981 Transatlantic Enterprise. Don't call them freaks until you see Being Different. They're more like us than you think. They're more like us than you think. A tribute to the spirit and humanity of people who are physically different from the average, very tall and very large men and women. A bearded woman and her longtime husband, Siamese twins joined at the midsection, and several little people, including actor Billy Barty, Foul Play, Willow, Legend, and Under the Rainbow, Ray Scott of Toronto Globe and Mail, call Being Different Harry Ratsky's finest film, and that assessment includes homage to Chagall, for which he received an Oscar nomination. This one-of-a-kind documentary was narrated by acting legend Christopher Plummer. High Point, which is also out on DVD and Blu-ray from Code Red via Kino Lorber's distribution. And then Christopher Plummer was in Beginners, and Being Different has warmth and humor, is almost miraculously devoid of voyeurism and sensationalism. If a work of art is something which nourishes our soul and alters our perception, then Being Different is a work of art. As such, it is a very important film. Maureen Peterson, Montreal Gazette. And you can see there's one guy who has a part of his face is deformed, where he has half of his face just isn't there. It's just so deformed. He really doesn't have the other half of the face. It's just he almost doesn't have a face. He has a little bit of a face, but it's because of the deformity. It looks like it's almost just half a face, and then you see a woman without arms, and then you see a couple of dwarfs and a big lady, and then I don't know if that's supposed to be the bearded woman. It looks like a guy, and then you see a man walking around on his hands, and then I guess those are the Siamese twins. I guess that's that must be the bearded woman and her husband. So those were in the first 3 packages. I got one more package from Amazon Prime. So let's see what we got in this one. And it looks like in this one it's all DVDs. First up is a 1981 sort of cult movie, Michael Crichton film, Looker, starring Albert Finney, James Coburn, If Looks Could Kill. And this also features Susan Dey from TV's The Partridge Family, and she was in L.A. Law, another TV show, and then this also stars Lee Taylor Young, who was in the 60s cult movie comedy. It's also a coming-of-age film, I guess. I Love You, Alice B. Toklas, which also starred Peter Sellers, and then Lee Taylor Young was in Soylent Green, starring Charlton Heston. This is one other movie that Lee Taylor Young made that's more of a cult movie. It's rated PG, region 1 locked, 93 minutes. Perfect looks and a perfect excuse for murder. That TV commercial actress is so deductive, she could sell you anything. She's only a computer-generated illusion. What about the real beauty who was the computer's model? Sorry you can't meet her. She and others like her have been murdered. Writer-director Michael Crichton, ER and Coma, reaches into his brain-teasing bag of tricks for a mesmerizing thriller full of unfriendly persuasion generated by high-tech trickery. Albert Finney stars as a Beverly Hills plastic surgeon whose supermodel clients start dying mysteriously. Susan Dey plays his latest patient, also now in peril, and James Coburn is the head of a research facility which has developed acceptably hypnotic way to sell things. Take a good look at Sleek Chick's scary looker. There's a lot more than meets the eye. Special features, introduction and commentary by Michael Crichton, first time widescreen video release 16:9 2.41, and a theatrical trailer, then English and French audio and subtitle English language. That's for the film only. There's no subtitles for the audio commentary or the trailer. So it stars Albert Finney, James Coburn, Susan Dey, and Lee Taylor Young. So I guess you could call this a suspense thriller, since there's some murders. So Looker, DVD from Warner Brothers, and then one put out by Disney. Found out was a movie that was shown on USA's Night Flight with Rhonda Shear and Gilbert Gottfried. So one of them hosted this movie. And it surprises me, since they would always show like really sexed up R-rated teen comedies and just anything kind of sexual on that program, but this one's PG rated. So Midnight Madness from Walt Disney Company. The spawning city of Los Angeles is the game board as 5 outrageous teams of college students attempt to win the Great All-Nighter, a dusk-to-dawn competition dreamed up by an eccentric graduate student. David Naughton, an American Werewolf in London, and Stephen Furst, National Lampoon's Animal House, are paired with a bizarre grab-bag group of fellow students, including Michael J. Fox in his first movie appearance, equally determined to win the game by collecting various clues planted around the city. As darkness approaches, the teams gather and the Midnight Madness begins. Special features, a French language audio track, Spanish subtitles, specifications Dolby Digital Mono sound, and it's a full screen 1.33, so it's not enhanced widescreen, it's full screen. So this was one designed for the older standard definition and bubble tube TVs. This runs 112 minutes, region 1 locked. It's funny, it mentions a French language track and Spanish subtitles, but maybe it is closed captioned. This film has been modified from its original version. It has been formatted to fit your TV, so I guess this is a pan and scan, but it's a rare movie, so it's better than nothing. Eddie Deezen is in this one. So, it's Midnight Madness, Disney's sort of college student comedy movie. Probably one of the more tame cult movies shown on USA's Apple Night. And one more, it's out on DVD only. It's another one where there's just no Blu-ray at all, but it's been out before on cheap DVDs. Well, now Fred Olen Rey's Retro Media has done a widescreen edition of the 70s cult movie Mako, The Jaws of Death, which was also shown on the USA Network in the past. It was shown on Commander USA's Groovy Movies, and I believe either Rhonda Shear or Gilbert Gottfried also hosted it on Apple Night. It wasn't shown on Night Flight, but it was later shown on Apple Night. widescreen sheer terror filmed without the benefit of cages, mechanical sharks, or other protective devices. With the worldwide success of Jaws 1975, Florida's undisputed king of the bees, William Grayfay, set out to create his own shark-themed actioneer, taking a cue from his earlier success Stanley from 1972. A powerful thriller about a boy and his rattlesnake, Grayfay retooled his concept to combine Stanley itself, an obvious homage to the hit rat movie Willard, with Jaws, the resulting effort being Mako, The Jaws of Death from 1976, starring Richard Jekyll and Harold Oddjob Sakata and Jennifer Bishop. Mako dared the shoot the action scenes using real sharks, relying on experience gathered while directing the shark sequences in the epic James Bond movie Live and Let Die. Grayfay takes his risky production into new, uncharted waters. The results were understandably intense, seen here for the first time in a new 16:9 widescreen transfer. So original Italian trailer, Super 8mm digest version, and 23.98 progressive scan, which I don't like the sound of that, is progressive sound. I've seen progressive sound widescreen transfers, and they look like either a widescreen or full screen DVD transfer that has interlacing issues where the picture breaks up and it looks like a comb is ripped through it, distorting the picture. It's 16:9 widescreen transfer, Jaws of Death not rated, cover approximately 93 minutes. Its program is presented in 1.66 widescreen enhanced for 16:9 widescreen TVs. But I believe Retro Media is very slowly starting to do Blu-rays. They've done some Blu-rays, but Retro Media Entertainment Group, Inc. program is presented 1.66 widescreen enhanced for 16:9 TVs. Bayview Entertainment, Retro Media, Region 0, NTSC, so it's for you. It's not PAL, it's US, but I've been going on for 43 minutes, so time to do a recap. Hello? And this webcam is not going to go very far, but I bought this with new webcam birthday gift card Target earlier. There's a little, now that's a little bit out of focus, but that's basically a drawing of as to what this camera looks like. It's going to be out of focus, but that is the shape of my webcam. It's just a little thing, but it's 720p HD. And then also at Target, I got the Beatles 27 #1s on CD and DVD. Then the Icon CD of Cat Stevens' Greatest Hits. And then the complete DVD collection at MTV's Beavis and Butthead, which also includes the movie Beavis and Butthead Do America, and it's got music videos. So that's everything I got with birthday money, and then with just my own money from Amazon.com. Package number 1, Amazon Prime package number 1. The Criterion Collection DVD of Two Lane Blacktop 2-disc special edition. Then the Severin DVD Blackenstein, the Black Frankenstein. And then Vinegar Syndrome's DVD Blu-ray combo pack of Joe Spinell in The Undertaker. So that was all in package number 1. Then I had 2 individual packages, one containing 1981 Canadian animated R-rated cult classic Heavy Metal on DVD, and then the Code Red DVD edition of the documentary Being Different, narrated by Christopher Plummer, when distributed by Kino Lorber. So both Being Different and Heavy Metal were packaged in 2 individual packages 2 and 3. Then package number 4 from Amazon. The Disney DVD of USA Up All Night cult favorite Midnight Madness. Then the 1981 Warner Brothers cult suspense movie Looker, which has Lee Taylor Young, Susan Day, Albert Finney, and James Coburn. And last but not least, the Retro Media widescreen DVD of Mako, The Jaws of Death. And all filmed with my new 720p HD webcam, so that is it for part 1 of my DVD and Blu-ray combo pack, or my DVD and Blu-ray update for July. Tuesday, I should have 2 more discs coming from Amazon Prime, so until then, this is it for part 1 of my July DVD and Blu-ray update. And I'm Tim, and thank you for watching. Okay, turn off, turn off, turn off, turn off, turn off, turn off. Turn off, turn off.